this is one that I'm really excited to look at. This is something I wanted to try in my game for a long time, and I've never really thought about downloading it, but I've actually downloaded it, and I'm gonna have a little play with it basically. And I wanted to show you guys this mod because it's really good. It adds another feature of gameplay into the game, which is something that like I really like in mods basically. And yeah, I just think this is a great mod. So the mod we're going to be looking at, that if you haven't already guessed from the title, is the royalty mod. This is by Lazy Neve, I think it's pronounced, but I'm going to put the link below in the description box. So this mod allows you to create royal families, and it allows you, for like people who like to play like legacies, it allows you to have like a royal family legacy going on basically. It's like all the mods, it's pretty straightforward to download and install. You just download it and put it into your mods folder, and it should work fine. I haven't had any problems with this mod so far. But anyway, you do need you don't need to have the Get Famous mod, but like a lot of the aspects of gameplay will be influenced by the Get Famous mod, so it's recommended that you have the Get Famous don't know why I'm saying mod, Get Famous pack to use this. So we're in cast at the moment. I've just created a royal family. So this family is there is the king. This is going to be the queen. This is going to be the king, and then we have two daughters, two princesses basically, and then we have two younger children as well. So anyway, so we've made, so there's a family of 6 basically, and what we can do now is look at the traits. So if you go into the traits and you go into the lifestyle traits, basically you can choose the monarch trait, which allows them to be the leader of the land basically. So I think you can select this for like more than one, because these two are going to be monarchs basically, and then the daughters, I don't know whether they need to be noble because I don't know how it works, but we can have a look. I believe that once you're in the game, the monarch trait allows you to have sort of like what's the word? Like it allows you to like rule over the land. You can like choose the taxes, and like you can be a good king or queen, or like a bad king or queen. It's kind of it's like quite medieval, but like in the modern world. So I think that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go straight into the game, and we can take a look from there. Okay, so I've brought her into a like sort of palace. This is a palace I actually made specifically for this eventually, like so I can play this through. So we have like a few options of what we can do. So she's obviously, these two are the monarchs. They can both change things. I don't think like so we can I'm getting a bit tongue-tied again. Okay, so basically we can have a like a royal. So if she was born royal, for example, and she married this man, and he is classes as monarch as well, they can actually decide that one of them is going to be the royal partner. So they're not actually they're more like when you have the queen and like she has her husband who is like classed as a prince, not a king, like in England anyway. So he is like her partner, and he's not like, it doesn't like rule as well. So if you wanted the queen, for example, to be the one that makes all the decisions, you can give him the royal title of like, well, it's not a royal title, it's just like a title of royal partner. So she can go and she can do that. Another thing we can do as well is we can actually give the children, because these children won't be like we've made the children in caste, so they won't have like all the things they would have had if they would have been like born to them. So we can designate them a few titles. So we can give them a crown royal title, and this means that they can become in line to the throne basically. So there's an heir system, and this allows her to become like, so she's got crown royal above her head. So we know that that is the one of the heirs. And then if we designate that to all of the children, if I can find them, so we can designate them to like even toddlers can have I don't actually know if you can recognise them as toddlers. I know that if you a baby is born, they will be like a prince or a princess. So we could recognise her as crown royal. I think that means that she is like next in line to the throne. And then so she's upstairs. So let's see what else we can do. So we can recognise them as a legitimate royal. This is like if there was like an affair. There could be an illegitimate royal basically, which means they wouldn't be in line for the throne. But also you can change that back to like being a crown royal, which is good as well. That kind of like, I think that's kind of like nice to have, like, so it doesn't like force you into like certain situations. Oops. And then oh, where has she gone? I didn't realise she was all the way upstairs. So there's other titles we can give to like people outside of the family. So there's like there is or you can actually banish from royal family too. So there's a lot going on, guys. I'm sorry, I get a bit confused sometimes, like as like what to say. But anyway, yeah, so we can, there's a lot of titles we can give. There is titles we can give to people who are not in the family. You can make members of the public nobles, so you can have like nobles, and then there can be like royal advisors. I was just seeing if the welcome wagon is coming, because that would be useful to show you guys, but it's not. So you can have like royal advisors and court jester, and all sorts of things you can do. You can also declare someone as the heir, like as you've just seen. So for her, I can announce her as the heir, so that she's like the next in line for the throne. Like I said, you can also banish ones from the family too. You can, if someone like did something to upset the family, they could be banished. So it kind of works, like there's a lot of features in it that makes it very useful. I'm assuming that it works through the fame system as well. So like the fame points and stuff come from being a monarch, and like being famous and being known in the public. Oops. Because you can be like a good ruler, or you can be like a bad ruler. This mod, it also adds a couple of events. So I believe the events are there's this one, which is the royal banquet. So you can host a royal banquet and have just your own like royal, almost like a ball, I suppose you could call it, a special royal event really. And then you can also have, I don't know if this is actually, I don't think this is part of the mod, to be honest. I think it's just this one. I think this is film Get Famous. But yeah, so we can have that, which is really cool. And I think that that's nice to have if your royals wanted to have like loads of people over. Obviously, like with this build, we've got all this massive space. We could have lots of people over for like a big party. We've got like this space too, which is nice. So yeah, we've got like quite a few places we can have people over, and like that's the idea of the build. It's like to show off the palace, I suppose. Another thing that we can also do is we can change her title. So at the moment you can see she hasn't actually got a title, so you can actually choose what title you want them to be, because obviously there's loads of different titles depending on where the person is, like what country they're in, I suppose. So like we could if we just wanted to be queen, we could just change it to just be queen. Let's see what it's done. They're all getting the dance skill, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think it's done it. We can change it to like to be something else. So like when you press on her now, it'll like have the red writing that says monarch over it. So you can choose what title you want your person to have, like your ruler to have. Obviously, like I said, there's quite a few options, like depending on like what kind of a royal family you wanted to to play as. So for me, I probably want them to be more like empress, I suppose, because like the house and stuff is very like Greek, and like her dress that she's wearing is very Greek too. I just associate like emperor with like Greece and like Roman times, I suppose. So anyway, you can also do something. I can show you guys with the shift button. You can actually set for the shift button. You can actually set like the public image, which is already in the Get Famous pack. But through this, you can set their reputation. So if you wanted them to be like a beloved ruler, you could set it to pristine. And then if you wanted the public to hate them, you could set it to atrocious. And you actually do get this trait benefit from this, what was it, beloved by the people. So that means you've been like a good monarch and the people really like you, which is really cool to do as well, because it gives you like a few options in the game, and it obviously utilizes the reputation system from the get famous pack. This is what I mean when I say you can use it without get famous, I assume, but like this is a big part of this this particular mod. Another thing is when it comes to babies, if you wanted to have like another baby, and when they're born, they will actually, I believe they already, oh, it's just floating. They will already have the like crown royal trait. I don't know why she's floating in the air. That's so weird. What a glitch. So if we like age her up straight away, gotta wait for someone to walk to us. It's a long time. So if we like age this baby up, the baby can have a like, I think they were born with the crown royal trait, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, they are. So they're born with the great crown royal trait. Instead of having to assign it, they are born, and it already automatically gives them that because they were born from two legitimate parents to the throne. So you can, like, obviously with these, they didn't automatically get it because we made them in cast, but we can get like the babies we can have. They will have like this trait too. You can also like take the traits away. I don't know if I showed you guys. You can take them away. Like you can disown them as an heir. Change the heir that you want, which is pretty cool too. I meant to also say that you can set titles for like the crown royals, so they can have in the same way they can be like all of these different titles. So if you want them to be like princess. You can set it as whatever you want, really. Sometimes it takes a couple of goes to do it. So she's Princess Belle now. So you can do that for, I believe you can do that for kids as well. If we try it on one of the toddlers. Actually, maybe not. She's already, I think she's already princess. She's definitely crown royal. So she can be, yeah, you can set them if they're like recognised as a crown royal, which I'm not sure that these are the two toddlers are because I don't think I did them. They can have like the title of princess, which is really nice. When it comes to NPCs as well, there's also a couple of options that you can use. You can have like a royal nanny. So like for us, we've got like three young children, I'll say, three toddlers. So like if you wanted like a nanny to like help them out, you can hire a nanny, as you can in the game, but you can also like assign them royal nanny. So if we go ahead and we assign we hire a nanny, and we can also hire call for a servant. You can have like I think it's just one servant at the moment that you can have, and they can be like the royal servant. With this mod, I don't know if they live with you. I'd assume that if it was like works like the butler, they will, because the butlers do live with you. But hopefully they'll show up in a second. Like 10 minutes they're gonna come. So if we speed up, I think you can assign them the title of royal nanny, and they can if they come. Okay, so this is the I think is that the servant? That's just actually a celebrity, so I doubt it is. I was gonna say, if we can find, like, obviously this is a big lot. I don't know whether they've just come in and I've missed it. The baby is walking around naked. Okay. Okay, so this is our nanny that's actually coming up the stairs. We can actually just give him a special royal greeting into the home. Instead of, like, it gives you a new introduction option. And then if we greet him, I think that we can assign him the okay, I don't know why it's not wanting me to assign them. Okay, that's the servant storming. It doesn't seem to want me to assign them the royal nanny trait, but that is the nanny. And I'm pretty sure you can. I'd have to look into how you do it. This is the servant, I think. So this is our servant, who again, they come and they can, like, cook for you. In the link that I showed you guys, you can actually, there's another mod that you can download, basically, that allows them to, like, cook you meals and stuff. But you'll have to check that out. I haven't actually downloaded that. I didn't really want to be honest. I don't really play, like, I prefer to do it myself. But so is he going to give me the royal green? He's going to cook himself. So like I said, these servants, they can just, like, do like jobs for you, but we need to make an introduction first. So we'll get I forgot his name. I think his name is Quintin. Yeah, we get Quintin to say hello. To the servant. And then what can we do?
Skibaro.
He's bowing to him, so that's really cool. I just love this mod. I think it's brilliant. So we don't need to, like, designate him anything, but because he's, like, an NPC, you can also designate him as the jester, the court wizard, and an advisor, like a noble advisor. And then, like, the conversations you can have, you can ask them questions generally about, like, how they feel, like, inquire about living conditions. You can ask them how they're feeling about the way you're ruling, basically, which is really nice. You can get their opinion on the way that the land is, I suppose. And I think that's really interactive. It's nice to be able to do. And for this mod especially, I think it just adds a lot more into the gameplay. Like, this could be, like, a pack itself. This could genuinely, like, it adds that much content into the game. Like, it's another, like, whole sort of, like, set of, like, different things to do. It's like a load of fun things to do. So we can also, like, if we really wanted to, we can go to our servant and we can say, like, oh, can you be my noble man? I give you a noble title. So if we give him a title, it should allow us to pick what we call him. Just to, like, say thank you for his work, I suppose. Like, you're a good servant. You can be one of my noblemen. Okay. Has it already done it? Yeah, it has. So he's nobility now. We can strip them of their nobility, or we can. I've already given him the noble title. Once he's in the noble, like, it's just sort of like, all it is really is a title. I don't think it adds much into it. But then another thing we can do is we can actually designate as advisor. So where's he gone? He's walking off. Wait, let me do that. I want him to be my royal advisor, my servant. Oops. So you can, like I said, you can give people different things to do. Once they have, like, these traits, there's also, like, specific things they can do for the family. and if I try and like ask for advice, I can use him to make the taxes higher and lower the taxes and allow Sunday trading, which certain things that you can do will sort of like affect how people feel about you. So like maybe if you had a tax raise, you'd get loads more money, but then like people might not like you because of that. If you lowered them too much, you won't make any money. People will like you though. And then this one like allows Sunday trading, which people might not be happy about. It depends who it is. Like I say, you can't please everyone. But so there's that, and then there's also what you can do is you can actually like abdicate the throne. So if you like had enough of being the queen, or the queen dies, this is where the heir system comes into play. So if the worst thing happens and the queen decides to die, so the empress has died from starvation, and so this is going to leave the monarchy in a bit of a collapse because she actually took her off being an heir. So we've actually got two heirs, but for this, because she's the only young adult, she's going to be the monarch now. I can't really show you guys this, but I know that if you have, say, a load of young adults and they all are recognised as crown royals or illegitimate children, then they can actually fight for the title. If none of them have been declared, you can like fight for the title. So this means that university. So this means that basically you can sort of like, oh, here's Grim Reaper. Yeah, so this means that basically you could fight for your title, and the person who gets the best reputation with the public is the person that wins the title, which is pretty cool too. There are actually also a few different CAS objects that this adds into the game. So there's like this bag of money you can get. There's also stocks and like a cask barrel. There's a few more things as well. Let's just search for them because there was like a lot of different ones. So we can have like some chairs and stuff. Like a royal, almost like a royal chair. Oops. So like the throne. So especially in here, like with this big dragon that we've got in the middle, we could find somewhere to stick like some royal chairs, like some thrones. Like so we could put them up here if we wanted to, like put them there. So like we've got some like the throne is like up here. So like if people were sitting down here, you know, they could be looking up at them. But we've also got like knights chairs as well, which I assume like if you have a proper throne room, which I don't have one in the build at the moment, the chairs are like all lined up so they can all sit down together, like so you can have your nobles sitting with you, which is pretty cool. And then there's also, I think there's something else as well. I know there was quite a few things that you could get. So there was like the music boxes. I don't know if I showed you guys the music boxes. There was these music boxes are really cute. They are like for the little princess, for example. You could have like a special music box for her, which is like, you know, like what's the word? Like passed down basically, and like an heirloom. That's the word. Like so, like heirloom. And I think they work as well. I've already got some music boxes in here, but I think these ones work too. And then there's also like a gold bar. Where is it? So like if you really wanted to, you could like stack all your like gold bars up, like so that you're like showing off your wealth basically. Like if you wanted to be like a tyrant king, you could like have a big throne. You can sit there with like all the wealth behind you, like so that the people had to look at it. Another thing I wanted to show you guys was actually there is some custom wallpapers and some custom floors as well that come with this pack. So it adds you a few custom content items. It's not those though. So we have, are any of these them? Maybe not. So this is one of the floors. I know that there was a few floors. So these are the floors that come with it. So it's just very like a runic. It's very dark looking floor that adds, you know, like a little bit of more of like a medieval vibe to your builds. And then we have a couple of stone floors as well, like for like the outside areas, I assume. So those are the three floors that this adds. And I can't find the wallpapers. That's really odd. The wallpapers don't seem to be appearing, which is strange. I know that there is wallpapers, but these are all mine from like other mods. But that's a bit strange. But okay. I don't think there's any other options, like any other build options. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed looking at this mod quickly with me. This is a brilliant mod. I genuinely really recommend it for anybody that's looking to expand their gameplay or to try something different, really. And especially those who really like legacy challenges, because this really encourages like the like picking an heir and like them taking over the throne, for example. And I believe you can also have like different monarchies going on too. So like for different worlds and stuff, like you could have like more than one monarchy family, I think. I'd have to check that, I'm not too sure, but I don't think I've left any of the features out. The only things I haven't shown you, like I said, are if there is like more than one crown royal that's viable to be in the throne, like what sort of happens. And the other thing is doing the court jesters and stuff, but their interactions are, as you can imagine anyway. And you can also designate anyone as a servant, and I forgot to tell you guys that you can designate anybody as like somebody. You don't have to have a relationship with them. Yeah, they can't be a stranger, you have to introduce yourself, but yeah, so you can do that too. I don't think that's what I've showed you. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I really like making videos looking at different sort of mods. I really enjoy mods that expand on the gameplay more than anything. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching them and like enjoying learning about new mods that there are for The Sims. And as things continue on, hopefully there will be more mods that add like different gameplay you know what I mean. But yeah guys, if you enjoy this video, I do make videos about mods, and I also make speed builds and let's plays and loads of other different stuff. So if you guys would be interested in watching that, you can subscribe to my channel and check out some of my playlists. I've got quite a few videos now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!